We going.
Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to start off by giving our praises and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahawashi,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yeshua, the Ruel, and salutations to you, Akim, out in the house and the byways, preaching this word in truth and in sincerity. To you, brothers, we say Shalom. This is the brother Shakal,
It's Brother Asha.
Mr. Brother Yaya.
out here from the GMS Chicago camp, coming at you with another lesson. And, basically what we're going to go into today is the divided states of America, man. This place is divided. You got Edomites against Edomites. Americans against Americans. It's not that place that it used to be, man. Where motherfuckers would be like, oh, you're American, all right, cool. You're one of us. Now it's like, American. What kind of American?
Right.
Now you have that division, man. And, like the scriptures say, first and foremost, and like that old saying goes, man, when you're divided, in anything, it's destined to fall, man. It's destined to fail, man. So the fact that we're seeing this, that means that America is literally through. It's only destined to fail, man.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Anytime you align yourself, you allow a foreign country to become part of your military without the people's consent, and you just do it arbitrarily because you're being forced to. America has lost its sovereignty. So you see it all over the news. Then it's no more one nation. It's a nation being ran by foreign people.
That's it. And that bombing that Iran did, that killed those U.S. troops. If I'm not mistaken, the brother Arialo was telling me about this. These Israelis, they were mocking. Here it is. They're supposed to join army, yet they were mocking the U.S. Army, saying, "Look at that goy dying for our cause."
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people that don't want this, man.
Right. To be forced into another war on behalf of somebody else that has nothing to do with you. So the American people are finally waking up, realizing that they've been duped. You're not in control of your country. There's other outside influences in control of your country. It's plain and simple.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna grab the scriptures mark right quick and get right into it. You know what I mean? Nation divided against itself, it cannot stand. Go ahead.
This is Mark 3, and I'll start at 24.
Mm-hmm.
This is Mark 3 and 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end.
And there you go, man. And there's division amongst Americans, but what's really beautiful is the fact that there's division specifically amongst Esau, Edom, man. The self-proclaimed white man. That there's the fact that there's division there. That shows that he sooner rather than later is going to fall, man. It's going to fail, man. It's not, this is not going to stand any longer, man. You have Edomites that are with this whole the issues being with them, being on their side, and them fighting for them and doing stuff for them, and giving them billions of dollars. And then there's other ones that are completely against it, and they're all about this American patriarch and America first and all this, man. So there's heavy division amongst Esau, Edom. So it's only a matter of time, man. It's only a matter of time they fall. And like the scriptures say, man, Sirach, I believe it's Sirach 25. It says 7 things that make my heart happy, and one of them is what? To see the fall of our enemies. The fact that we're seeing these Edomites that were once united with a cause, now they're against each other, man. Killing each other, man. More and more you see Issa, what do you call a white on white crime, man?
Yeah, white on white. You see them right all over Instagram fighting each other like Jake in the street. It's crazy, but this part of the the prophesies that the curses will fall upon them. But go ahead, man. That's scripture, yeah.
You want that Sirach you just quoted?
Yeah.
This is Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th what I will utter with my tongue. A man that had joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy.
Yeah.
That's it. And man, I love to mock, man. If I ever come across 2 Edomites fighting, I'm like, look at them, acting like fucking monkeys, man. Look at them. The same shit they be trying to say about us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it right to their ass, man. Cause it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. This is the man that for a very long time always walked around like his shit didn't stink, man.
Yeah.
Always walked around like he wasn't, the devil. Like he was just this top tier, righteous. No, man. Everything he accused us about, he does it even worse.
Yeah.
I seen a video about an Edomite, man, fucking eating at a spot. Man, he was just eating, throwing the napkins on the floor. This is a public area, man. Like if you're going to a restaurant, just throwing it on the floor, eating it, putting shit on the table, throwing once he was done with the thing, he just threw it on the floor and just wiped his mouth. Like this is that man that will look down on you. Like if you're dirty, when this nigga has no morals, man. So to be able to see them, fall, see them being put to shame, seeing divided, in live television, man, that's call all your how about me how shy, man, because not everybody gets that privilege, man. To be able to, know what this nigga has done to us, is still doing to us, and to know what's happening and seeing that he's falling. Man, that's a beautiful feeling, man.
Yeah, he considered himself human, and everybody else he considered Jake 3/5 of human, man.
Yeah,
he didn't even consider Jake to be an actual person. Why he considered himself to be all this wealthy, all this pompous, glorious stuff. Why he didn't even consider Jake to be a real person, man.
Hey, that movie, the 24.
Right.
He said he was looking. I said I was looking at a man, but he wasn't looking at one back.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what how he always moved, man. He always thought he was better, but now everything is being shown that this motherfucker is the lowest of the low, man. The most vile nation that there ever is, man. Just like the scriptures say, man.
God.
You get that Isaiah 19.
God. This is Isaiah 19. And where you want me to start?
2.
Yeah. It's Isaiah 19 and 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof.
Oh, well, yeah, no, there you go. City against city, Egyptian against Egyptian. That's exactly what we're seeing, man. And there's more protests now, more riots, and mainly here in America, but not just here. There's riots amongst other Edomites, across seas.
Yeah.
Russia,
Russia and Ukraine, that's Edomites. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Fighting against Edomites, right? So it's beautiful to watch it unfold. Go ahead.
That's it, and this always happens, man. You see it in the time of the Greeks when they were calling themselves the Greeks. You see them at the time of the Romans when they were calling themselves the Romans. These niggas were always betraying each other, man, killing each other off, to take their own throne, man. Like fucking their own people over, man. They're doing the same thing. You don't think with this whole AI thing, knowing the type of control and power they're gonna have with that, you don't think these Edomites, knowing that they're traitors and all that, you don't think they're gonna betray each other to be the one who pulls the strings?
Yeah.
Of course they are, man. You know, the scriptures talk about that the nations shall hate the whore. We're reading here of Egyptian against Egyptian. There is, if it happened back then, you know, like the scriptures say, there's nothing new under the sun, and this is just this individual's nature. You know, so you best believe that, you know, whether they're not gonna put it publicly, but you best believe that these motherfuckers are gonna start betraying each other even more just to get that power, man.
Yeah. The same thing happened with, you know, after Alexander reigned. He put crowns and they fought against each other.
You're
So,
right.
right. So the same thing, you know. Evils, you know, got multiplied back then, and how much more now with the infighting, because now, you know, they see him for who they really are. Everybody's waking up to the fact that, you know, he's lied to his own people. So now what are they going to do?
Okay.
You
Yep.
know,
That's it.
there's no more wisdom in teaming. Then we come back to this Isaiah.
Shit, you could actually read down.
You read that kind of
No, you could skip
go back to Isaiah.
go down, Salaki. Hold on. I think it's verse 13. We'll start at 11.
This is Isaiah 19 and 11. Surely the princes of Zoan are fools. The counsel of the wise counselors of Pharaoh is become brutish. How say ye unto Pharaoh, I am the son of the wise, the son of ancient kings?
Right, because they're losing that, man. You know, the Lord is taking that, you know, that power away from them, for them to be able to deceive, for them to be able to be cunning and make cunning decisions and make their works prosper. All that is failing, man.
Verse 12. Where are they? Where are thy wise men? And let them tell thee now, and let them know what the Lord of hosts have purposed upon Egypt.
Right, and they can't. You know, the Lord is saying, like, let these wise men that you talk about, let Elon Musk, let the CEO of OpenAI, you know, all these wise individuals tell you what the Lord has in store for America, and they're not going to be able to, man. If they do, they think they're going to be able to outsmart the Lord and, you know, have a loophole where, yeah, the scriptures, it's written, you know, in Revelations 18 that Babylon is falling, but you know, with this AI, we could, you know, like, no, man, you're not going to be able to do any of that, man. You know, the Lord is going to just show these people to be, continue to show them to be more and more foolish. That, you know, it's continue to show that these people have never really been as wise as they proclaim to be, man. I mean, just look at the state of the world, man. You know, it says, if I'm not mistaken, the scriptures talk about, in the multitude of counselors is the welfare of the world. You know, and the multitude of wise counselors is the welfare of the world. So if the world is doing good, that means what? That there's wise counselors running the world. If the world is all fucked up, that means that the people are in charge are what? Wicked. Are not doing a good job at ruling the world.
Yeah. You know, Proverbs 29 and 12 says, the ruler hearkens to lies, all of his people are wicked. And that's what this devil has done. Listen to lie after lie, like you're saying, and continue to run with it. And hence the whole world is upside down. It became from the guy who's in charge. Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man here in America. You know, he's completely gone off the rails.
Verse 13. The princes of Zoan are become fools. The princes of Noph are deceived. They have also seduced Egypt, even they that are the state of the tribes thereof. So,
right, these are his counselors, you know what I mean? Like his ministers, you know, they're people who are supposed to be like the elder brother going into, who's supposed to be smart and wise, his counselors, and they all fools. They all dumb. They all listen to the orders of an outside entity, a foreign nation. So, of course, they're not going to be in their right mind. You know, they never were from the beginning, but nevertheless, you know, the king's heart is in the hands of the Lord so he's got to listen to it. You know, scripture say, you know, back when he told Ahab, he sent evil angels amongst them to fool them, to think they know what they're doing.
That's the next verse.
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 14, the Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit.
And that's how they're moving, man. Look, they're getting their ass beat over there in the Strait of Hormuz, man. You know, Esau Edom is now he's a sore loser, so he's not gonna admit his fault. He's not gonna say that. He's not gonna show any weaknesses, even though he's getting his ass beat. You know, no. If I'm not, last time I checked, no American ship can go through there, man. If they do, they'll get shot down, man. And they tried it, and guess what happened to that ship? They got shut down by Iran. They threw maybe if I'm not mistaken, either missiles or you know, just fire, gunshots, you know. But they made that motherfucker stop, and then they wanted to say that, oh well, we have certain areas of the Strait of Hormuz, you know, blocked away. But that shit is far as hell from the Strait of Hormuz. It's like barely at the, you know, at the entering of it. Far as hell, where it literally, if you block it off, it does nothing to Iran. So you're only saying that and putting those troops there so you could have a way to say, well, we're still in there and we have this area under control. Well, yeah, that area means nothing.
Right.
You know, you're not threatening them. You're literally just out, you know, out of harm's way, man. You know. But you know, they're saying that they're winning, and they're saying that here it is, the war is about to be over, right? Supposedly, according to them. But they want $1.5 trillion to fund the army. If you're winning and the war is almost over, why would you need an extra $1.5 trillion to fund the army? If anything, you would need no money. You would have, you know what? Let's not waste any money on this. You know, we got it under control. We're good. If anything, right, let's send some troops home. We don't need this many. You know, but that's the devil for you, man. And like it says right here, it makes all their works is like a drunken man. They're all over the place. They don't know what the fuck to do. They're lying to the people. Their lies aren't working. You know, and people are starting to find out that these motherfuckers are foolish, that they fucked up, and now they're realizing they fucked up. It's starting this war with Iran, and you know they can't do anything, man.
Yeah. Scripture said, because of great pride, they gonna get that second. That's 850. You know, great misery is gonna come on because of great pride. And Esau is the proudest devil on the planet. Like you said, even in defeat, he still would pretend that he's winning. Just steady lying to the people. Just crazy.
That's it.
Yeah.
Hey, and it's crazy because you know how the scriptures always compare Egypt and America. You know, another word for America is Egypt in the scriptures. Pharaoh was like that, man. The Pharaoh of Egypt, what he would do, he wouldn't write his losses in history. He would only write victories.
Damn.
You know, and here it is. We're in spiritual Egypt, and this nigga is doing the same thing Egypt was doing, man. And there's a I forgot what war it was. Egypt fought another nation, and they lost. They had to retreat. Yet in the Egyptian scrolls, or you know, their history, wherever they kept their history, it says that they won. But when you look at the history of the nation that they actually fought, it says that no, they lost. They literally left. They had to retreat.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what the Esau Edom is doing now. It's the same thing. This is another reason why this is spiritual Egypt, man.
It might be that Ezekiel with 30, where the Lord sent Babylon against Egypt and brought them down. You know what I mean? But I'm not for sure. But
I'm talking about
present time.
No, like ancient time. Like it's not one of those, you know, wars that it's not written in the scriptures. It just happened, you know, in history.
I thought you were talking about when Nebuchadnezzar they took over Egypt.
No. It was I forgot what pharaoh it was, but it was a certain pharaoh that went to war, with another nation, and then when you look up this history, it's gonna tell you that they won on their side, but when you dig deeper, it tells you that no, they actually lost, because then the historians found artifacts and all that from the other nation proving that war, the same war, that it was written that they lost.
You want that second Ezra 8?
Yeah, second. We'll grab the second Ezra 8 right quick at 50. Go ahead.
This is second Ezra 8 and 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
And that's Esau Edom. This fool right now, like you just saying, he's continuing. There's pride what prevents him from telling the truth. That he's losing this war to Iran. He should have never win. He'll never say he's wrong. He will never admit defeat. That's how proud and pompous and arrogant this devil is. Right? And this is why the destruction is going to come to him in a moment. He refused to understand that this is a war he cannot win.
Yep, that's it. The scriptures talk about pride come before a fall.
No, go back to Isaiah. Yeah, pride comes for the fall, right?
And Esau Edom, the only reason why he hasn't fallen yet is, based on it, how he's been moving and what the shit that he's done, he should have been taken out. But the reason why not is because the Lord has something in store for him. The Lord is not finished with him yet. That's the only reason, man. Because anybody else try that shit, the Lord's gonna shut them down, man. But that's the only reason. The Lord is literally letting him do this, man.
Yeah, he's got to reach his full measure of wickedness.
That's it.
The Lord said he does not stir or move the times until the set measure be fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
So that's second Ezra 4 or something. Yeah, but I think it's 4.
Was there more in this Isaiah that you wanted me to read?
Nah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
I think it's 4. Stir and move the times.
No, and you have this whole AI. Apparently, OpenAI did a test on a certain AI, and then the AI went rogue, and then it busted through the security, and it went on the internet, and so they're losing all over the place, man. They can't even get their AI shit together. They supposedly claim they kept it under control and they contained it, but who knows, man? This devil be lying about everything.
Yeah, he always lied about everything.
And I looked up. I asked the question. I'm like, so what would happen if AI does go rogue and all that? And then it tells you, AI tells you, well, if that happens, you're gonna have a lot of cyber attacks. You're gonna have a lot of misinformation coming out. I was like, oh, well, he probably did it on purpose then, just so he can have an excuse.
Right.
To do cyber attacks and then have a reason why to, MOTV everybody and start another war or, another CV-19 situation. That's how this devil works.
I got that second Ezra.
Okay.
This is second Ezra 4 and 37. By measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times. And he doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled.
And that's just going back to the fact that the Lord said, wait on me till I rise up to the prayer. We grab that next. But nevertheless, this is why Esau is still in power, because the Lord said, the time has not been fulfilled till the other loop to the time of the Gentiles have been fulfilled. So, the Lord is just, buying time, until he take them out of the way. And now that time has been fulfilled. We just watching it unfold. Because he has nothing else to do. He's stuck. Everything he tried to accomplish is over with. He's stuck in that perpetual loop. Like in that movie we was watching, Doctor Strange. Esau's in a loop. He can't get out of. He's doing the same thing over and over again.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can. Look, if the Lord gives him time, which he's not, but let's say the Lord gives him time, This motherfucker is gonna go and try to mingle himself in with a darker skin, since everybody now knows that the self-proclaimed white man is a devil. Try to change the whole way his nation looks, name himself something else, and then come back do the same shit all over again.
Facts.
You know, but hey, this time the prophets are here exposing him. This time, hey, you know, so he can't run, man. He can't run. The Lord, I don't know if you quoted it, but where it says, the Lord set measures that he cannot pass.
Oh yeah, Job. The bounds he can't pass. Job.
Yeah, there you go. Bounds that he cannot pass.
Yeah.
And that's it. You know, and one thing that man, you know, these motherfuckers, Edomites, oh boy, it was what do they call it? Destiny,
Manifest destiny.
Manifest destiny. Yes, like they say it's manifest destiny. But you know, and they proclaim to be powerful and better and superior and all that. Well, do it again. Do it again. Put us in slavery. Do what you got. Do it again the way you did it. Because if you are that dude, that guy, that nigga, you will be able to do it again. But no, man, the only reason you were able to do it is because the Lord let you do it, man. The Lord was literally helping you out do all this. But now, hey, why? For a specific purpose. But now that purpose is almost fulfilled, so he has no need of you.
Right.
You know, and now it's time for judgment, man.
Okay. I want the Job.
Yeah, grab that Job.
This is Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou has appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
So there you go, yeah. So there's a limit to how far this devil is gonna go, man, and that time is almost up. He doesn't want to hear it. He's not gonna admit it, but this is it, man. You know, it just like that example the elder Malcolm always brings out. I forgot it, but it was about a knight. He was getting his arm chopped up. He was still talking shit. He got his leg chopped up, still talking shit. He was just a literal just a corpse at a head, and he was still talking shit. Like, bro, you're defeated, man. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's Mighty Python.
Yeah. Like, come on, man. It's evident that you're losing. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Just
to back up that point where you said, well, you know, the only reason they was in power, this Deuteronomy 32:30. You know what I mean? Because, like you said, you can't do it again because the Lord, you know, the earth was put in the hands of the wicked. So the Lord gave you an opportunity to rule the world, and look what you've done with it. But going back to what you said, this grab that. This Deuteronomy.
This Deuteronomy 32:30.
Right to the point.
How should one chase 1,000 and two put 10,000 to flight, except their rock had sold them, and Yahweh had shut them up?
That's the only reason you came into power. The Lord sold us into slavery because of our transgressions. Because other than that, you know, you wouldn't be over us, period. But because we transgressed, you know, our power, we had to serve out our punishment. Here we are, you know. And now that time is up. The curses is falling upon you, you know, that Deuteronomy 30:7. So, but part of that curses is the infighting. You know what I mean? As well as everything else is collapsing. That's what's transpiring right before your face. And you don't understand.
Okay. This is Deuteronomy 30:7. And Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
And that's the beautiful thing that we watch it unfold. All the stuff that Jake went through. Your woman are against you. Your own people are against you. You're being shamed in the streets. Now you're becoming a byword. Everybody calling you alphabet people, the Epstein people. That's what y'all gonna be called. You know what I mean? So now you're becoming the shame of the whole world. And this is all prophesied. Yeah. Before the end happens, the Lord had to expose you for who you are before your time is up. And that's what the Lord is doing now.
That's
so
it.
You was once ruling, and now shameful spewing on your glory, all the stuff that's happening to you right in your face, and you can't stop it.
That's it. Hey, one of the curses was what? That us being divided. Ever since King Solomon, you know, ever since after that, we what happened first? We got divided. You know,
Yep.
Northern Kingdom separated from Southern Kingdom,
Yep.
and from there we just been getting fucked up. Going through shit. We'll cool for a little moment, going through shit, and look how where we ended up. But it
Yeah.
started with that division, man.
Yeah.
So now look at him, man. That division is there, man. You know, and it's only gonna get worse from here, and more curses are only gonna start to get put on them from here, man.
Right.
Yeah.
And we know you're doing all this chaotic stuff so you can implement the MOTB. This is why you're allowing a foreign nation to run your military so you can have chaos in the streets, but it's all going to backfire.
Say,
Yeah.
you know, you got a short time.
Yeah, kind of.
Which is why he's trying to implement all the things that he's trying to do. He's trying to make all these moves that's not working, man.
Yeah.
And the Lord is causing him to err, like we read earlier.
Yep. As you know, because eventually the people are going to rebel. You know, they're going to pick up. You know, they're going to pick up arms. They're going to say, "You realize you sold them out." They're going to pick up arms and fight against this nation. You know, in that insurrection. You know, that second Ezra. You know what I mean? They not regard their kings and princes. Yeah. It's a matter of time, right? And this is all. And he wants this so he can put order out of chaos.
Yep. That's it. Hey, just like in Rome. What happened in Rome? In the end, people were rioting. They were going against the kings and the rulers.
Yep.
So, but what did Esau Edom try to do? You know, to stop that. More bread and circuses, just like right now.
Yep.
Here it is. The World Cup just happened. You know, the World Cup. Nobody used to watch that shit at all. Motherfucker used to ask, "What is that, soccer?"
Right.
You know, or he'd rather watch real football. You know,
Right.
real basketball. Now everybody's all into it. Motherfuckers are into shit they once they used to call lame.
Yeah.
You know why? Because Esau Edom is trying to promote all this to what? Distract people from what's actually happening. Distract people from the failure that he really is.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know.
What the second Esdras?
Yeah.
This is second Esdras 15, and I'll start at 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Yep. Hey, and there's a lot of people that voted for Trump that now don't like him.
Yeah.
You know, you brothers watch UFC. That dude, Brian Mitchell.
Yeah.
He used to be a diehard Trump fan and all that, but not too long ago, he came out a whole video on his Instagram. Hey, I apologize, guys. I know I said it, but now I see that he's betraying his people. You know, I don't support him anymore. I can't support him. You know, so if a UFC fighter is saying that, then your average day Salakia, Edomite, American is definitely saying that, man.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, fuck this guy, fuck our ruler, we thought he was cool, but now we see, where he is.
Yeah. And he had the UFC at the White House.
Yeah.
And that didn't help him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Hey, America's birthday just happened, the quincentennial, 250 years, and that shit was garbage. The world should have stopped for that, man. The world, motherfuckers don't even know that anything happened. Motherfuckers was just,
Facts.
That's how. Hey, this plays is through, man.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to keep going?
Yeah.
Verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
That's that martial law that's coming down the pipeline. Yep.
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
That's the times we're coming into swiftly.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
God. That's what's headed this way. The judgment of America is inevitable, and part of that judgment is a civil unrest, a civil war, a nation divided, and then the whole world divided, culminating with World War III. Lord says it's going to come back, and that fire is already going to be kindled. This is all the beginning of those birth pains, part of the tribulation. Great misery and great woe.
Okay.
Got something, Carl? He froze.
Yeah. Did you still want that Zephaniah?
No, you go. Yeah, you can get Zephaniah.
No, I don't have anything else.
All right, we end on the Zephaniah right quick.
Okay.
This is this is Zephaniah 3:8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh of hosts, unto the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
And who is the Lord jealous over? The apple of his eye, the Israelites, us, Native Americans, Latino Americans, and so-called African Americans. That's who he's fiercely jealous over. Israel, his chosen people. And all the nations are going to pay for it. But before it happens, these things must come to pass. This nation must be exposed for the wicked nation that it truly is.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that judgment's gonna start with Esau Edom, man.
Khan.
It's the main one. The Mother Nation's gonna get it too.
Yep.
Controversy of Zion.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. You want to end this call?
Hey, well, yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Just something that was in our spirit. Hopefully, we're edified. Hey, America's through, man. The spirit of joy and mirth is here. Yeah, it's gone from here, Salakia. Division amongst them. Their women are talking shit about them.
Yeah.
Bro, I've been seeing lately. Edomite woman talk about I want me a Mexican to love me Mexicanly. So bro, I've seen another one where Issacharite was just panning down his camera at the gym, and there was nothing but Issacharites, Northern Kingdom with Edomites, man.
Damn.
So hey, he's through. It's only gonna get worse. And what a time to be alive, man. Call out Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Call out Yahweh Shem Shai. Yeah,
so hey, hopefully burn will edified. Yeah. We're gonna end it by giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rachakwarash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yeshua the Ruel, and to the salutations to Akim out in the highways and the byways, preaching this word in truth and in sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
And a Baba Ba.
A Baba Ba.